Oh, well, he has fallen in the hole to make babies. Not quite the intention. Are you a thruple now? Hi guys, and welcome back to the next episode of Empire SMP. So, a few things have changed since last time, because I did a little bit of terraforming and a little bit of like off-camera work, just because I wasn't really sure what I was going to do, and I just sort of winged it, or wung it, as I was doing it. As you can tell, we now have some pathing outside. I've just done a kind of combination of cobblestone, stone bricks, and some tuff. I've also got a bunch more copper out here oxidizing, because I'm going to kind of do a little wall pattern similar to like I had in X-Life, but using kind of like the whites and some of the cyan blocks like I have in the roof, just to kind of incorporate around the sides. I've also been growing some moss and planting and stuff there, and I've done a path all the way up here to the top at the sheep shack. Got a cute little azalea bush, and then obviously this path goes right up here to the sheep shack. I need to do some like more terraforming and bushes and plants and such around the edges just to make it look better. And then down here it leads to a whole wheat field. Now this is multiple levels of wheat. It looks really flat from this side, but from this side you can see it's all staggered. It's because obviously the texture pack sometimes makes too high wheat, so you don't notice the different layers as easily. But trust me, I didn't just make it all one, I promise. And then if we run back up here and pop back inside, I also did some interior work. So obviously the last time you've seen this was an empty shell of a building, and now we have this. So I come in here, I've not fully decorated it, I've got some space here to put like a little kitchen or a living area. I've got a staircase that goes upstairs there, but we have these kind of arch beams, which is obviously the second floor. And then it opens into this massive vaulted ceiling, and I've got a bunch of storage up here where I keep all my ores and more like valuable type things. And then down here we have all of our blocks and such, so different types of wood, stones, dirt, all of the above. And it just looks super cute. I have tons of storage space, and I shouldn't need storage for a while now. It saves me building another building for just storage for this, which I really like. And I think I will probably build a temporary enchanting area just up here, which I will eventually break and move into an enchanting building. As I said, I think I want to build a cool tower on top here and then have like a better nether cave with it sort of pouring out and wrapping up the building. I think that could be quite cool. But speaking of enchanting, that's what we're doing today. I need to go and get levels and make some armor. I also did a little bit of off-camera mining, and I have 27 diamonds, which is enough to make myself some good tools and some armor. But as you can see, I do not have enough levels, and I also have almost no armor. So the plan is I am going to head down into the mine, because in our first episode or something, I did find a spawner. So I want to go down and see what type of spawner it is again, and then work out building a small sort of spawner room, I think is the plan. Yeah, it was here. Okay, this is a spider spawner. Honestly, I think skeleton would have been better, but spider spawner works the same. It just requires a little bit more work, I'm pretty sure, to make it work, because obviously spiders don't fit in one block tubes, so I don't think I can do a drop thing anymore. I have to just have them be pushed down to like a half slab kind of area. But I'm gonna go look up a tutorial, build it along with me, and then I will come back to you when I have something that's functional. So as you can see from that little time lapse, I've built myself a spider spawner, which as you can see here, is working quite well. Now obviously it's not super optimal, but it does the job, which is all I needed to do. The design I got was from someone called Shulkercraft on YouTube. They uploaded a easy and reliable 1.17 spider spawner build, so that's what I copied. And if I kill these two and we have a look in here, you can see it's already started to get some strings, some spider eyes and such, and it was fairly resource easy. Also, as you can tell, I did find myself some diamonds and a little bit more lapis, but I'm leaving them here for now until I can get Fortune 3. That's kind of the goal. Once I get Fortune 3, I can break those and then get more. But the thing I'm going to do now is I'm just going to sit here, farm up some more levels till I'm level 30, and then I will try and enchant, hopefully get something. I also will maybe see about going over and visiting Sausage and seeing if I can trade with some of his villagers. That's the plan. Okay, so I have my things, and I'm just going to very quickly make myself an enchanting table. I'm also going to make a couple sticks and make myself a diamond pickaxe. And then we are going to run upstairs and build ourselves a little enchanting area. So just here, and I'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And there we go. Oh, that's 28 levels for some reason, but Silk Touch is there. I've definitely done this one, I think, too high. But it's actually kind of perfect because I'll pop a barrel down there. And then what I'm going to do is enchant this one to have Silk Touch. And then I can just break this. And I'll just pop that there. Now it's 30. I'll sleep. And now I kind of want to make another pickaxe because I want to get Fortune. Efficiency 3. I've made myself a grindstone so that if I get something I don't want, I can take it off. Fortune 2. Okay, you know, it's not perfect, but it'll do. It will get me through what I need to. Because now if I go back down to that spider spawner, I can grab myself those diamonds and that lapis with my Fortune pickaxe. And then I can eventually trade for a Fortune 3 book with a villager and just throw that on top of this, and then we'll be sorted. I do also kind of need to make like a water elevator from this spawner up to the surface, but I'll do that another time. So now we see how many we get. So this is the Fortune one. I don't know because I had certain amount of diamonds on me, so I do not know how many I actually got there. Love that. But I did get almost a stack of lapis from it, so I mean it must be good. I'm also just grabbing some extra coal with the Fortune pickaxe so that I have coal, and also the experience will be good for getting me back up to 30. Okay, so I went and grabbed an absolute ton of surface coal just so that I could get a bunch of levels to put me back up to 30. I should be able to run up here, make myself a piece of diamond gear, and see what enchants we can get. So I'm going to do a chest piece, I think is the first one. Pop that in here with some lapis, and protection 4. And I'm breaking 3. Hello? That's amazing. That's like one of the best ones we could have got. I also want to make myself an axe. And I'm going to make some leggings and some boots. But I'm going to pop the leggings and boots in there for now just because I don't want to enchant them until I know I can. Oh, if I get 30 levels again, I can get efficiency 4 in this axe, which would be so good. Or efficiency 4 in another pickaxe. I have efficiency 3 already on my pickaxe. I should probably just go for efficiency 4 on an axe. So I'm going to kind of do everything I can to just get some levels, which is going to involve shoving a bunch of copper into these furnace. And maybe going back down to the spider spawner just to churn out a few levels. But I'll come back to you when I'm able to enchant. Okay, we finally have 30 levels. I did have to make a trip to the nether and grab some quartz to kind of get me up there. But I can now get efficiency 4. Just efficiency 4? Real? Okay. I have been done a little dirty by all of these enchantments today. Just saying. They could have at least splurged and given me like unbreaking on some of them. The only thing that gave me unbreaking was my chestplate 3. That's it. Nothing else. I have been done a little dirty. Well, seeing as enchanting has not been my friend, I'm wondering if villager trading would be. I'm wondering if there's a way for me to like lead a villager over. Can you put leads on villagers? I don't think so. Right? Surely not. Well, either way, I'm going to take a lectern with me, a bunch of my crops, and all of my emeralds, and we're going to head out and try and find a village. If it's a village I think I can maybe steal a villager from, perfect. If it is not one I think I can steal a villager from, I will just try and trade while I'm there and get a few good books. I'm just going to kind of head straight south from my place and see what I find. Because obviously, Catherine and Pearl are that way, Whip and Gem are that way. But there's no one south of me, so the hope is that if there does happen to be a village, it will be fairly untouched. While this is a wonderful view, I definitely have got myself into a tricky situation. I'm just going to need to jump. Oh god. Maybe I should have done what Gem did and just like picked my kingdom to be right next to a village. It might have been much easier. Yeah, unless villagers can be led with like me holding bread in one hand, similar to how you do with like sheep. I'm really not sure how I'd get a villager back without making like a ton of rails and like a train in the sky. Which, to be fair, might eventually be worth it, but I think that's probably a 4-stream job because I do not fancy doing all that while doing nothing. But if you do want to follow and check me out over at Twitch, I stream there almost every day at twitch.tv/smajor. Come check me out as I stream Empires over there a few times a week. So if you want to see me attempt to find a village, or if I do find a village and try and bring them back, I'll probably be doing it over there. Oh, there's a village. I was about to be like, do I want to climb this mountain? Now this definitely is a little bit far to be kind of traveling back and forward every time I want to trade. And my empire is eventually going to need citizens. So all being well, I can eventually steal a couple. Also, there's a crafting table here, which means someone else has been out here. But you, sir, you look like a well-educated man that would want to be a librarian. Or does he want to be a librarian? I think he does for some reason. You have chosen to walk a very far way. And then give me absolutely nothing. You don't want to be a librarian now? Because I broke it once? You're going to play that game? Right, okay, I guess I'll find someone who's in a house. Okay, he wants to be a librarian now. Sharpness 3, no thank you. Bookshelves, no thank you. Also, there's some bread for both of you. Mending is very good, actually. I'm going to have to lock it in, haven't I? I can't not take mending. Look, I'm going to put a bunch of bread in there. Can you stop eating all the bread? You know? You two can stop eating all this bread. I need you to be the one that wants the bread. You know, actually, if I break this and put it in over here. Oh! Well, he has fallen in the hole to make babies. Not quite the intention. Are you a thruple now? Is that what's happening? Oh, no, you're mad about it. Well, I mean, thruples are going to get messy, guys. I don't know what you expected. Perfect. You're in this house now. You belong there. Now I need to find wherever the farmer villager is. This village does not have a lot of almost anything. I'm starting to think that whoever was here before me possibly took all of the village things, resulting in no villagers with jobs. Like, look, there you go. Go be a farmer. Not the trade I wanted, actually. What about that one? Sir, I've come here with a lot of wheat. I'm going to need you to trade something to do with wheat, please. I don't think I'm asking a lot. He's wanting to be the villager now. You two are really proving to be super difficult, and I'm getting to my wit's end with it. You! Perfect! Perfect, thank you. I'm going to actually just lock... Oh no, wait, you can come out. And we're going to lock him in there. You're right, that was smart. Now I just need to make another lectern. And luckily for me, I brought enough books to be able to do so. But I am also going to need to sleep. So, you know what? Actually, I'm going to just block this in. But then I am going to push you out of the bed so I can sleep here. Thank you. Okay, you get to be a librarian. But only if you're going to give me, like, Unbreaking or Fortune. I know I've trapped you in a room for the rest of your life, but, like, give me better enchantments and I'll eventually let you out of here.
A few minutes later.
Unbreaking! I am 1 emerald short. But I'll get it. Do not fret. Oh, farmer friend. Hello? Thank you. Give me Unbreaking. Thank you. Okay, we managed to get ourselves a few enchantments, which we at least now have a mending to put on like one of my pickaxes, and we have Unbreaking to also put on one of my pickaxes. So, that's pretty good. You know, can I put probably... Oh, Jesus! I'll probably put Mending onto the Fortune one, and Unbreaking onto the Silk Touch. But that'll do for now. I will eventually transport those guys over to my empire though, but for now we're just going to make our way home.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, I'm home, but what I think I'm going to do is, while I have 28 levels, I'm going to head back down to the spider spawner, get 30 levels, and then come back up and try and get a 30 level enchantment on my boots or my leggings. And then I'll use other levels to put the boots onto the tools that I already have. Okay, we have 30 levels. Time to grab our boots and our leggings and see what we can get. Blast protection, not really. Fire protection 4. Sure. Okay, we have fire protection 4 and unbreaking 3 on our leggings, which again is pretty good. So now we have protection 4 on our chest plate and fire protection 4 on our leggings. So we're getting a bit stronger now. And now I will come over here and on this pickaxe, I'm going to put mending. And I'm also going to call it, we're going to call it the Moneymaker 5000 because it's going to get me all of the diamonds. And this one I'm going to call carefully because it's silk touch, so you're breaking it carefully so that you just take the block and not break it. At least I find myself funny. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is, how have you got out? How have you phased through the fence and how have you got out? We're actually dealing with both of these situations right now, so it's fine anyway. What I want to do is move them from here to another place. I'm thinking I might put them over there. Like on this area, I'll go and like flatten it out, make it a little bit bigger, and then build some sort of like cute kind of stone pen walls for each of them. And then I just need to lead them over there is the plan. Because I don't really need them much anymore. Obviously I've got the sheep shack up there for my wool. And I've already made all of my enchanting setup for the cows. But I still kind of want them somewhat close by. And I think that still falls into my kingdom. It's just the other side of the river. So I can build a cute bridge over to it and then make my farming bit over there. Because I've got the crops in the back. So I think that'll be a cute way to do it. You know what, I'm going to do some cobbled deep slate kind of mixed together and then probably some spruce wood, but I will grab more like logs and then just make a kind of mishmash of a pen just with all of them on that side. So let's jump into probably the terraforming and then I will come back to you when I try and lead these over. Okay, so I kind of forgot to time-lapse the first bit of terraforming, but as you could tell from what I did with the rest of it, you get the idea. Now the plan here is I have made this bridge a little bit wider, and I'm hoping that I can just kind of unleash the sheep, and they will all follow suit. And hopefully they all can make it across this bridge without pushing each other off too much. As long as I get the majority over, I can come back for the rest, and it seems to have worked fairly well. Now I think I'm going to put the sheep into this pen and I'll put the cows into the other one. And the hope here is that I have made all of these walls at least 1.5 or 2 tall. So hopefully no sheep will be able to like just climb over a fence. Right, now I need to go back and grab the stragglers, the ones who did not make it in the first wave. If you do not come in this current wave of sheep, you will be getting murdered. I have given you fair warning. I'm taking you to a much nicer place, trust me. It's actually very cute. Probably one of the cutest farms I've ever done. So, like, take it. Take the win. Okay, there we go. All of the sheep are now inside. We love to see it. They can all see to themselves now. And hopefully it works. I really liked using the kind of mix of the cobbled deep slate and then there's a few bits of basalt in there and such along with the stripped spruce wood. I think it looks really cute. Now to go and grab our cows. And the easy way to do that is just to break all of that. And then lead them this way. Now I do have less cows. I have also lost one, so love that already. I feel like I need to move quicker because they're starting to like push each other off of the side of this bridge. But this is a really cute one. It's almost like a natural farm where like most of the walls are just the cliff. And I think that's really cute. No, no, no. Come on, in here. I need to go and grab these stragglers. And then I can breed the cows and the sheep, and then I can sleep. Come on, you two. Again, this is your final chance. All aboard the train to the sheep pen. Nope, not the sheep pen, the cow pen. Oh, you all just exploded out here. No, thank you. Okay, let me close those, and then I can just start breeding all of you. I should also just do the same for the sheep. And the advantage I have is I can climb up onto this wall and go in rather than trying to always come through the gate. So the chances of escapees are a little bit less. And I think that's all the sheep. They're all done. I will eventually put a bridge in here. I've just got to kind of do a couple designs in a creative world first to kind of figure out how I want it. Because obviously it's a diagonal bridge, so it's a little bit more awkward and it's quite long. So I need to decide whether I want it to like arch or whether I want it to droop or whether I want it to just be straight. I'm not sure. Though being straight isn't something I'm particularly familiar with. But let's go sleep. I also have more copper that now needs to be swapped out. Since knowing that if you spread them 4 blocks apart, they oxidize quicker, my god, my life has changed. And now that I have a little bit more copper, I can maybe start working out this kind of pathing thing that I was on about earlier. Grab some calcite, I'll grab some diorite, and I'll also grab some of my quartz and make this into blocks. Then into some stairs and slabs, and I now have plenty of blocks to kind of play with here. I'm so sad that I can't get calcite like slabs or stairs because it's such a pretty block, but these will have to do. Just little bits like that around the area. And even put some slabs at the back. I don't know why I like doing these little like, they're not even full walls, they're just kind of like guides. Because you can obviously run over them or through them, but it just kind of helps section off the path a little bit more. And also helps me tie in the color scheme that I'm kind of building around the area just into these paths a little bit as well. And it also helps me get use out of some copper blocks. Though I am aware that Pex makes copper, so I should be worried that he's going to wonder where I got all this copper from because it wasn't from him. But I'm sure he's used some wool somewhere that I didn't supply, so you know what? I'm not going to chase him up, I'm not going to get mad. Also, there's something else I want to try making, which involves some of this and some of this. And I can make some candles, like so. Now, the trick also, though, is I'm pretty sure I can dye the candles. Now, I'm not sure if I have to dye it during the creation process or whether I need to dye it when it's done. It's when it's done. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do then is make a bunch of cyan candles, cause it's not something that like is easy to kind of fit into an outside sphere. So if I grab a few of these, come outside, and then just on these walls can just pop a few like that, it ties into the copper and it looks cute. So I can just sort of mix out different clusters, and then also I just right click it with a flint and steel, and it means that the top little gradient matches the copper almost perfectly. And if we light all 3 of those, that'll light up the little paths a bit more. I'm excited to see it at night. Sun, please leave. I no longer require you for a moment. Please disappear. Cute, look at the little candles giving up light along the path. We also, since last episode, we now have a new fun thing. And that fun thing is shaders. It's a little bit glitchy. There are a few things that don't work very well, like particles show through blocks and such. But it's super cute to kind of like walk around the area and just get an idea of what it's going to look like once shaders is fixed. And just look. Look how pretty. Although these might not like line up perfectly, still stunning. Love it. 10 out of 10. Also, I get a free like glow squid indicator using this because particles of the glow squid just show through the ground. So like, we love it. 10 out of 10. It somehow makes me feel like I'm like Hogwarts with all the floating lights. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Empire SMP. We managed to get ourselves a bunch of diamond gear that is enchanted. We managed to explore a little bit, find a village that we eventually need to get those people into our empire and be our loyal subjects. We also set up some super cute animal farms rather than little cages we were in. And generally, we just made the area a lot cuter and we progressed quite a lot. I feel like I've done a lot this episode. Even though it was like lots of little bits, it was worth it. But if you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like. Let me know down there if you are wanting to be a resident of Rivendell, the most magical empire on the server. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you do not miss when I upload, and I will see you all next time. Bye!